NAIROBI. Comment down below. Comment down below. What are some of the things that shooketh you about Nairobi? I have a list. It's like a small list, but it's a list nonetheless. I want to. When I came to this city, and I was shooketh. A little background about myself. I am born and raised in Mombasa. Been in Nairobi for over 7 years. So I think I'm a Nairobian by the virtue of naturalization. No? Yeah? Do I need to get married to be a Nairobian? I don't know. But I'm born and raised in Mombasa, and the things that are just at the core of me, Costarian. The first thing that blew my mind about Nairobians is how they dress up. I remember in my initial days in Nairobi, especially when I was sitting in a matatu, I kept looking at how majority of the people are well dressed, and I was convinced these people are going somewhere. Because of staying here for so long, that sort of eluded my mind. But I'm currently about to go to Mombasa, and as I was sitting in a mat a few hours ago is when it occurred to me. By the way, do you remember how you used to be shocked by how Nairobians dress? And don't get me wrong, I don't dress up. You'll not find me in gowns or anything. But when I compare how we dress in Mombasa and how people dress in Nairobi, it is interesting. People dress up so well. In my opinion, people dress up so well. You'll find someone with Reeboks, you'll find it's the weather. Because Nairobi it's sort of bipolar. It is cold and nicely warm. It's not hot. So I think in Mombasa, because of the extreme temperatures, hot temperatures, that's why you'll find us dressing like homeless people half the time, with slippers and lassos and diras. We are dressed down. But in Nairobi, people are dressed up. People are dressed for the Lord. Is it for the Lord? No. People are dressed for the gods. They're with you guys are drawn to jumpers. Your hair, especially the guys, your hair is either mindfully unkept or like shaven or like with dreadlocks. Women have got their makeup done. Hey, my friend Nairobi is so dressed up. The second thing I find very fascinating about Nairobians is that they speak in English. Excuse, why are we talking in English? Are we in an interview? Are we in a professional setup? You'll find people in the streets, you'll find people talking with their peers, you'll find people like my relatives here in Nairobi. We sit around dining tables and we speak in English. We discuss things like politics. We talk about recent affairs, upcoming events. We speak in English. The commitment to speak in English. Why? Why are we talking in English? Why? We only talk in English if it's in class or in the office. And sometimes in the office it's part-time. But what? You guys have taken my tongue for a gym. You've taken my mind. My mind has built muscles. Now you're here speaking in English. Culture shock. I'm trying to catch up with you people. Speaking of languages, speaking of speaking, another thing I find very interesting about Nairobi is that you can know someone's background from how they speak. If you hear someone talk sheng, the kind of sheng that even you can't. Okay, me as a Costarian, of course, I don't understand half the sheng that they speak, but if you stay here long enough, you'll understand that even the sheng has got categories. There's Nakolomboto, that is, these people live at the CBD of downtown, the ghettos. And then there's Unajonga mimi hukwaga. These ones are not, these people are also there. These people are also from the downtown, but not the CBDs. They are in the suburbs of downtown. They're in the suburbs of the East Landos. And the people who speak in English, this bougie, you guy, my guy, sis, G, what? Those ones are from the upper side of upper. I don't know where upper is, so don't even listen to me. I think Lavington, Karen. In Mombasa, that would be Nyali. But again, ask us for Mombasa. We all speak Swahili, whether you're from Nyali or you're from Nyali West. If you know, you know. Nyali West. Whether you're from Nyali or Nyali West, whether you're from Shanzu or Portrays, we speak Swahili. We pride ourselves in good Swahili. This thing for language being stratified according to the background is very shocking. It's very shocking for me. Another thing that I've never gotten around to understanding in Nairobi is mainstream shame. Is the shame for money, for example. I have never understood what Rwabe is. I don't know, Tenga, Ngovo. Can we all speak Swahili? Or can we use the Shen for Mombasa? Because even as Mombasa we got Shen, but it's not called Shen. Most of you people call it Kiswahili Sanifu, but it's not Kiswahili Sanifu. I promise you, even as it got Shen. No, I don't, no. And then, apart from those terminologies that people have used for so long and they use it like mainstream, like you'll think that it is something you'll find it in the kamusi, or shika robe, or silena tenga, or the way they can speak, and it baffles you. Of people that I found in Nairobi, and they speak like their language is the national language, is the Kikuyus. Yeah? I said what I said. You will be somewhere, minding your business, winning in life like the adults that you are, trying to negotiate a business deal, and you just hear someone hitting you with re ure ukwedatia, and I'm like, now where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Someone will just be talking and talking, and they'll add things like Krea, and then they'll continue. You'll be left wondering, what does that Krea mean? So I find it interesting how Kikuyus, and I promise you it's not just Kikuyus, even non-Kikuyus speak Kikuyu. You see this thing people say, guy. Guy is a Kikuyu word. Yes, even cows have guy, even Meru have guy, even Embos have guy, but the way it's used here, it's for Kikuyus. You will find a Kalenjin say guy, because that is what Kikuyus have done to us. They've made their language a mainstream. And you will go to a very suburb area and someone will be speaking deep Kikuyu for you until you look at them and say, I understood nothing. Or sometimes, personally, because of, I don't know what, sometimes they'll answer in Kiswahili, or sometimes they'll answer in English, and they'll continue as long as we are conversing, or they'll give you that look for. So I find it interesting how some languages or some terminologies are used like they're the mainstream languages. And they're not. Sir, no, they're not. They're not mainstream language. Please don't do that. The other culture shock that I found in Nairobi is the food. Someone labeled something. They called it, and I promise you, it's all the cafes. They called it bhajias. I remember the first time I saw bhajias in Nairobi, written on the bill, on wherever they wrote the menus. I knew this is the day that the Lord has made. I was convinced the Lord has seen my plight. The Lord was giving me a break. The Lord was just sprinkling a little bit of hope for his daughter. Only for them to serve. And to date, I've never really understood what that is, because If you're a true Costarian, you'll say that is not bajia. You'll say that is viazi karai, because they take these potatoes and they coat it with that colored flour, and that is how you cook viazi karai. But then Nairobians don't do that for you. No, they don't leave that atrocity there. How will you be shocked if viazi karai is what is being called bajia? No, they have to add a twist for it to be bajia. They put coriander. They put dania. They baptize it in dania, and they say, from today henceforth, you viazi karai will be called bajia because of your green elements. And they will serve you. They'll serve that at 100 shillings or 120 shillings. At the cost. Bajia and viazi karai are two different entities, separate, and they are sold separately. Some places you get a certain number of bajias and a certain numbers of viazi karai at a minimum of 10 shillings because of the modern day economy. A minimum of 10 shillings. But growing up, you used to get one bajia for 1 shilling, one viazi karai for 1 shilling, and so on and so forth. And then you can get like an assortment, a nice assortment. And this is not during Ramadan. No. Just your day in, day out. I told you that I'm going to Mombasa very soon. So I might, if the Lord blesses me with both the will, the time, the energy, the opportunity, I might show you the street foods. You get bajia here, viazi karai there, muhogo there, kachiri there, kaimati there, kashata there, mabuyu there, achari there. There's a lot of things. But in Nairobi, you'll be given viazi karai that has coriander, and you're going to be told that is bajia. And then you'll go to a cereal vendor and say you want pollo, and they look at you and say, what? Because to them it's ndengu. Ndengu. Yeah. So those are some of the things that I found in Nairobi that struck me to date. But we live, we learn. And who are we if not a summation of all the experiences, the knowledge, the encounters, the different cultures, the different languages, the different experiences that we get? Who are we but a summation of all these things that life presents us? So in the comment section, can you let me know where you're from? What are some of the culture shocks that you're experiencing, either in Nairobi or the places that you're in? I know there's someone out there who is tempted to say, Mombasa is not a heaven like you want to say it. There is a... Say that in the comment section. Let us discuss. Let us have that engagement. Let us talk. What is shocking you where? Let me learn from you. And if you're not in Nairobi or Mombasa, where are you from? I'm curious to visit these places someday and experience the cultures, the different traditions that you're experiencing. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching until here. Thank you for the continued like. Thank you for the continued support, the subscription, the conversation. Thank you for being here. I am very grateful. Take good care of yourself and of your loved ones. And until next time, bye.